10. Both summers, a 1.17 ERA, back-to-back years combined, and then South Carolina won it again in 2011. In large part thanks to Scott Wingo, who's now the South Carolina coaching staff most outstanding player 2011. Thanks for spending some time with us, Scott. You think back to those two teams and Ray Tanner, what made you guys special? What was it about the Gamecocks and the guys that you played with?
You know, for both of those years, in 10 and 11, you know, like Coach Tanner used to say, didn't have the most talent, but we had a group of guys that would fight you, and probably most scrappiest group of guys I've been with. Adrian Morales, that guy was probably the heart and center of our team, and we had a bunch of those guys. And when you can have 5, 6, 7 of those guys, you can win, and we had them.
Okay. Say, Scott, go talk a little bit just about your experience in Omaha. Obviously, you had good experiences because you won it, but just the tournament itself, the way the city embraces the teams that are there, and just what all involved with it.
When you get there, you feel at home when you get there. Every hotel we were at, we had like a host family, that would bring us out and go get us a steak. Went to their house. The whole city. When you get there, you just realize this is something special, and just fans from all over come, and it's definitely was best 2 years of my college career.
J.J. Schwartz at the plate now for Florida. He unloads deep to left. It's another long ball for Schwartz. Over the bleachers. This guy is some kind of hot. I know he doesn't play for your team, Scott, but what do you think when you see a hitter this hot as Schwartz is after 4 home runs in one game on Tuesday?
Yeah, he's swinging it right now. They've got a few guys swinging it, but like we haven't talked about, we just got to keep grinding. I know it's been a tough stretch, but you just got to keep grinding. Got to go play.
Well, you played with some really special guys in those teams in 2010 and 11. Jackie Bradley's been up and down with the Red Sox. There's some guys a lot of guys still playing. Obviously, some guys have been to the big. Some guys are right on the doorstep. You keep up with your former teammates, and you still share some pride in seeing their success on the professional level?
Oh, definitely. Whit Merrifield's knocking on the door. Christian Walker got up last year. I still stay in touch with all those guys. Continue to do that. Hopefully Whit will get a shot this year. I know he knocked the door down last year. I know he's the minor league player of the year for the Royals, so I'm looking forward to seeing him hopefully get up this year.
Well, it makes sense for all the success he had in downtown Omaha, now to be on the outskirts of Omaha with the Royals AAA team, and hopefully having success again this year. Why was the timing right for you to come back to Columbia as a coach, and what kind of wisdom have you been able to share with these guys?
Well, I got released last year, actually probably a year ago yesterday, I believe it was.
Wow.
So, yeah, when I got released, Coach Holbrook sent me a text. We'd love for you to come help us coach next year and finish your degree. And I've got an internship away after this spring, and I'll be done. And but with the guys, I just try to help us understand that you're going to fail in this game, and it's about responding. It's about the next day, making an adjustment, and bottom line, just go and fight, battle. So that's the main thing I've been trying to preach and talk to them about a little bit.
You were an 11th round pick of the Dodgers coming out of Carolina. Spent 4 years in Pro Bowl. You go to Ogden, right? 2011. You played at the highest level in front of 35,000 in Omaha. Now you're in the Pioneer League. What kind of adjustment was that for you?
Big adjustment. But that was a fun summer. We made the championship it was that summer we made the championship Pioneer League. Lost, but not looking back at it, that was probably my favorite half season of minor league ball. Just played a little bit older guys on the team. Jock Peterson I got to play with him for 2 years, and he's up for LA right now, and just the guys I met, the experiences, got to play with pretty much every Dodger except Kershaw. So they came down for rehab stints.
Close and had coached so many good teams, and y'all finally kind of pushed him over the edge and gave him a championship, gave him 2 championships. Talk about Coach Tanner and what he meant to y'all.
Oh, definitely for me personally, he meant everything to me. He was hard on me from day one. Coming in as a freshman, I was weaker than everybody. couldn't really hit. But he stayed on me, and what I could do is play.
Coach Tanner and what he meant to y'all.
Oh, well, definitely for me, personally, he meant everything to me. He was hard on me from day one. Coming in as a freshman, I was weaker than everybody. Couldn't really hit. But he stayed on me, and what I could do is play defense. And he kept me out there for my glove, and kept giving me a shot, kept believing in me. And my junior year came, and I started swinging it. And senior year, obviously, I turned it on. But yeah, he just believed in me, and it was just a great 4 years here.
Toughness is something that is kind of rare to recruit to, right? I mean, it's not tough to find it when you're out looking at high school kids and the staff is recruiting kids. Is it something as Tanner was tough on you, is it something that you can teach the guys, that mental toughness to grow within the game?
Right, you definitely can. I know that this game is, you're going to fail 7 times out of 10 at the plate, and that's a great hitter. So there's no other sport where you can be, 30% of the time successful and be great. You can't shoot 30% in basketball, and you got to realize this game you're going to fail. And that's the most important thing is adjusting. And hopefully that's what we can do. We'll figure it out next week or two. What if we can adjust, and I think we will. I know we're going through a tough stretch, but I believe in these guys, and I think we'll get out of it.
I know you're talking about it already, but just mentally, one of the things I talk about a lot is that baseball is a game of failure, and how you deal with that failure is going to define you as a player. You mentioned it a little bit, especially in the lessons you learn in pro ball, when it's not just 3 games on the weekend, but it's every single day you wake up, and if you've been 0 for 4 or 0 for 8, you got to come to the plate with confidence. How did you handle that?
Well, shoot, when I get in those stretches, I remember I started my Ogden out 0 for 20.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was just like, man, what's going on? I just had a great senior season. I was like, what's going on? Had an 0-2 pitch. First hit of Ogden was a 0-2 pitch. Left the ball over the plate, home run. And that just got me going. But usually when I go in those 0 for 8, 0 for 9 stretches, I try to lay a bunt down. Grinding, definitely for me, was trying to lay a bunt down. Being pretty quick, lefty, that's just something I did. And obviously I got on the plate. I think I got hit around 50 times my career here. So that's something I would always do. I try to just take one. Didn't matter where.
That's kind of, is there a correlation then to what you did against Hudson Randall in Florida in the College World Series? You had 4 hits your first game in Omaha in 2011, and then you went on a bit of a slide. To have the confidence to come up in a high leverage situation to drive in the run?
Right. I remember I think he had me 1-2. Was it 2-2 or 1-2?
He fed you nothing but breaking.
Nothing but breaking, because looked awful on him. Felt awful. But I remember the 2-2 pitch. I think it was 2-2 pitch. I just stepped out, took a deep breath, and said, I'm going to hit this ball to left field. I was sitting on breaking ball. I'm just going to, if he throws the fastball in, that's probably going to get me. But I said, I'm going to hit the ball to left field. And that was my plan. And luckily, I was able to stay on it just enough. And that ball got under his glove. And that was just a special moment. And that was awesome.
Have you shared a handshake with Hudson this weekend?
I hadn't got to talk to him. No, we got a catcher on our team, Jared Martin. Pretty good friends with him, but hadn't got to see him this weekend, no.
Well, you know what? It's great for us, and I know for the fans, to see key players that have been so important to their schools and their program success back on campus, whether it's Hudson and the third base dugout or you back in Columbia. Thanks for sharing your memories with us and sharing some time with us.
Well, thank y'all for having me. I appreciate it.
Anytime. Scott Wingo, most outstanding player of the 2011 College World Series, back-to-back national champion. And now this South Carolina team trying to find some offense, really.